What is up, guys? It is AJ from MMA Experts, and we are talking about UFC Fight Night, Munhoz versus Edgar. This is the post-fight show. What a solid card. I mean, it didn't look as pretty at the end of the week as it did early on. There were some more fights for sure. It definitely got cut a bit. Lost some fights last minute. The co-main event, OSP versus Alonzo Menfield, was out. I mean, there was a lot of fights that fell through. We had the Rodriguez Grant switch up. But we're gonna get into the first fight of the night. Trevin Jones defeats Timur Valiev in an extremely big upset here. I thought Timur Valiev had this fight without a doubt, but wow, Trevin Jones, big power, drops Timur, gets the stoppage win. Very impressive performance. I mean, he showed a ton of heart. Timur Valiev, though, did show a vast array of skills in striking in round one, and I believe he will definitely be back and is an interesting prospect himself, even with the loss here. His striking looked very high level. Now, Matthew Selmesberger defeats Carlton Minaz, wins a decision here. Dominant performance. He looks good. Some 30-26 scores out there. We'll see what's next for him. You know, interesting fighter here to have in the 170-pound division, and excited to see his next fight. But moving up to the next one, Jordan Wright came in at 205 to fight Ike Villanueva. The natural 185er is Jordan Wright. He gets the win by cut stoppage. Beautiful knees in the clinch. Really cut up Ike Villanueva's eye very bad. It was brutal, and the doctor stopped it at fair. I feel like it was a fair stoppage, to be 100% honest. Normally, you know, I'd say, oh, let it go, you know, if it's not that bad. No, it was a brutal cut, and it was a good stoppage on part of the doctor and the referee to say that is enough, because that cut was brutal. It was a very intense gash that we saw there. Now, moving up, Amanda Lemos versus Mazuki Ionu. Lemos pulled off a dominant win over Ionu. I expected Iyun to actually pull it off, but it was an improper mistake and doubting of Amanda Lemos' skills on the ground, and overall, big win there for Lemos. Now, moving up, Daniel Rodriguez defeats Dwight Grant in a back-and-forth brawl that ended with Grant unconscious. Impressive performance for Rodriguez. Very excited to see what's next for him. He's a bright prospect in this 170-pound division. Now, moving up, we saw a prospect a bit exposed and defeated. Mariah Agapova, a ton of hype behind her, loses to Shayna Dobson. She gassed out, wasn't there towards the second round, and just got pounded out and was finished. I mean, in round one, she came out like a bat out of hell and totally put too much out there, way too much volume, way too much output, and gassed. And Shayna Dobson took advantage of that. She came in shape, she came prepared, and she was much calmer than her opponent, Mariah Agapova. Gets the win, ground and pound. Congratulations, Shayna Dobson. Now, Joe Solecki, Austin Hubbard. I did not expect this quick of a win for Joe Solecki. I did think he would win in part of the grappling, and he gets a quick tap of Austin Hubbard in the first round, who's very tough, has gone the distance with high-level wrestler like Marco Madsen. So big win, Joe Solecki. Definitely got to check out at 155. He's an interesting prospect there. Now, co-main event, Mike Rodriguez and Marcin Branchino, both were coming off losses in the octagon. Both were possibly going to be released with a defeat, and now Mike Rodriguez gets a first-round win over Marcin Branchino. Rodriguez, he's solid. He's a lanky light heavyweight. I think he's decent, and I'm excited to see what's next for him. He's not, a super high-ranked guy. He's not in the top 15 or anything like that, but he's a fun guy towards the back end of the division who's got some solid clinch skills and extremely long reach at 82.5 inches. Now, the main event of the evening, back and forth brawl between Frankie Edgar, Pedro Munhoz. We see Edgar get it done by a very close split decision. I thought it could have gone either way. Congratulations, though, to Frankie Edgar. Solid performance. Munhoz looked very good, too, but Edgar a bit too quick for him. Side-to-side lateral movement was very good, landing nice combinations. It pulls off a razor-thin split decision over the high-level Munhoz. I'm excited to see what's next for both these guys. I think Frankie's definitely in the mix for a title shot sometime soon. Pedro Munhoz, skill set wise, is absolutely there, but he will need to put a couple together before he gets back in that title talk and type mix. I would say he needs at least 2 more wins after the 2-fight losing streak. But overall, fun card. Wasn't a super card or anything crazy, but we had some good fights, solid undercards, solid main card, some nice finishes. UFC Vegas 7. That was it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Also, guys, follow my social media, Instagram and Twitter, and I will see you all in the next video.